What's going on YouTube? It's your buddy Will from the What's Up in the Sky 37 channel or online at www.whatsupinthesky.com, and you are looking at a Curiosity rover picture. This was sent over from Carol from the UK. Like I said, I'm getting all your stuff, people. If you just go ahead and keep on sending me, I will absolutely get to them. I've gotten a lot of Google Earth stuff from people lately, so I am going to go through and do some Google Earth videos. I like, you know, you probably came here from one of my Google Earth ones, but from the Antarctica one, if that's the one you guys caught that brought you to my channel. But I'd rather do these pictures on where I actually can download them from NASA and stuff like that. But either way, we will work on them and get to everybody's. Carol sent this one over and said this looks like some sort of trinket or statue or something that's been sitting, it's been left behind, and somehow it's still upright on the actual sitting here on the surface. So let's take a look real fast where I got this from. Here we are. And as always, all you got to do is check the link below. Just hit the description. I always link stuff. That's one thing about my channel. If you're new to it, you can always hit more information or more, hit the description under the video, and you're going to find a clickable link. So here's the downloadable one you can get, and I just want to show you that that is the same picture I've got up, because what we're going to do is I've already loaded it up into Photoshop. I'm going to go ahead, and since I've got a bigger screen, I'm just going to pump up the resolution just a tad. That's not going to really mess with the file other than making it a little bit bigger for my screen, because I got that 27-inch screen when I'm doing the videos. Okay, so, and what we're going to do now is I want to lighten this thing up some. So let's pull it up. Here we go. And let's go ahead and get this thing lightened up so we can take a better look at it and see exactly what this thing is. Exposure. Not the gamma. I always end up giving it too much gamma. When you pull the gamma down, you can do a little bit like that. Okay, exposure. Now let's see. Don't want that offset. We wanted that to be perfect. Hold on, let me get that back to where it was. 0. All right. So let's take a good look at this thing here. I'm not sure on this one. It does look like it's something there. Now, it almost looks like it's hollow, but I'm thinking that it's got a little ledge on it. It's not actually hollowed out. And look at these two little pieces here that come off. They're almost straight lines, 90-degree angle straight lines off of it. At the top of it. And then this indent sure does look like it's, at first it looked like it might be something that was pushed through or punched out, but looking at it on the bigger screen here, it looks more like some sort of carving actually coming out of it that's catching the sun, like a different type of material. See here right where the white is, and it's got the little bit of reflection of the sun right there. And as it comes down, it just definitely sits there like a little piece of a statue here at the bottom. It almost looks like there's a two little faces on it. And it's got more of these little tubular, like up here. It's got a couple more of these down here, where you don't see that just, randomly laying around the rest of the picture here. I think that's pretty cool. Here we've got a little bit of a 90-degree angle for it. Not quite sure what that is. And it definitely looks like it comes up to a head, or comes up to a point at the top. And here, where it comes to a point, if you follow that down, that looks like it could almost be a diamond shape there. Let's see here. All right, let me take a look at the rest of this picture. A lot of these rocks look like they've been kind of strewn about. Look like they've got some symmetry to them. Look at this thing over here, like this perfect circle. Almost looks like a cue ball with a number on it. Here you've got another rock which looks to be pretty much cut out perfectly. It's got a seam down the middle too. Now it looks like if you were to take this piece right here with the seam and cut this right down the middle, it would just fold up into one little perfect ball there, or one little perfect, side by side. Let's take another little gander through here and see what we can come up with. Carol always comes up with some interesting stuff. She sent me some stuff from the moon that was amazing. A couple of the pictures back there. Let me go ahead and do something else. Let me go ahead and let me just step backwards and see how dark that was when it came from here. Let's do auto contrast, see if it pulls it out. Nah, it doesn't even pull it out when you do the auto stuff. So let me step backwards again. Step backwards again. Image adjustments, exposure. Let's pump it up just a little bit more here. We're just going to go ahead and pump that up. And we'll leave the gamma where it's at and the others where it's at. just to take a look at the ridge. Now here we have another one of these that look like cut rocks, and look how this is so neat how some of these are like buried into the surface where it comes up and above and it goes up and over, and you can see that it's, somehow balanced there by where it's buried in. Up here along this ridge right here is kind of interesting as well, and also right here. Before we go up to that ridge, let's take a quick look right here. This looks like an animal of some sorts, and it actually looks like it's got some hair or something of some sort. See how this looks like there's a nose, like a pig snout or something? It looks like it's got two floppy ears facing this way. What's interesting about this, it looks like it's got little, like a Sonic the Hedgehog. See that? One, two, three, four, five, and maybe possibly little 6-1 there. So Mr. Hedgehog there, you see? And that's pretty interesting. And up along the ridge, and here's more of this stuff just kind of thrown about, whatever you want to say. This looks like a little disc-shaped object, just very small, but almost perfect in shape. Now up here is pretty interesting. This looks like a lot of symmetrical shapes up here. Especially this little pile right here to me looks like the bottom of something, like some sort of like a base to something that maybe a foundation or something along those lines. Maybe even a face. If you've got two eyes, a nose, and two wow, and a little mouth right there. Let me see if we can't mess with this a little bit. See if I got my other mouse. Okay, let's see. Where am I? That's just actually that's probably just matrixing in my eyes. You know what I say? I see what I see, you see what you see, and we can meet somewhere in the middle, or we won't meet anywhere, depending on how. Some people think that they just leave rude comments and roll, but I've got so many good subscribers who sees this stuff and it's like, oh yeah, you missed this or missed that. And as I pull down, okay, let's see here. Either way, these seem to be very interesting. Like it almost seems like tubes or something. Um, they could be carved. This could just be carved, but maybe not. See it. See how they all come together, and you miss that dark spot. And then here you've got two dots. Let me go ahead and pull this back out a little bit. I'll leave it like that. Let me pull it back so we can see it. And how I said it kind of looks like a face earlier. What I was looking at was, let me get this. This would have been an eye, that would have been an eye, that would have been a nose, and that would have been a mouth. And this would have been just, the whole head right there. But either way, it's on this, what seems to be like a little cliff. This could be like the base of a building or something along those lines. Here in the back, it seems to have something standing directly up, almost perfect. Here you got some outstretched something. It almost looks like a little figurine with outstretched arms. Ooh, what do we have over here? Let's step this one backwards a tad. And then let's take a look at right here, see if we can't do the same thing right here. I'm looking at this thing right here. It almost looks like this is some sort of manufactured piece and would also looks to have some symmetry here. Almost looks like another face. So let's see what we've got. Oh, I should probably just do the whole picture. Yeah, let's just do the whole picture. Let's see. Let's just mess with the brightness and see if we can't bring that out and bring the contrast to bring that out some. All right, see what I'm talking about? This is here. This is the piece. It looks kind of manufactured. It's got one hole here, a hole in the center, and at the top, this doesn't look like a hole. It actually looks like a bubble. And over here, it looks like this piece is broken off. It looks like there would be another piece here. See how it does look like it's got that symmetry? I don't know, it just might be me. What do you guys think? Let me know below. And this thing here looks like it could have a horn here, two eyeballs, and you don't see a mouth, but it does kind of give you that same look as like a humanoid face or something along those lines. Once again, these pictures are just the black and white ones. I think sometimes they're actually getting easier to see things in than some of this new stuff, but what do we got here? Another looks like a piece of machinery or a tool. Look at that, perfect 90 degrees hook going one way over, heading up another way, and heading down. Um, it almost looks like a hook of some sort. Actually, you know what? There's another one here. Look, we got one angle here, and whatever it is on this side that's facing the sun is very shiny. All right, so we got one angle here, two. So one, two, going back this way, and then three going straight back down. Because if you see, it's another 90-degree angle coming down. So that looks like it. And over here, it looks like a piece of it too. Um, just stepping back from it, taking a look at it a little bit more. Or there could be the shadow from this right here, which is still would have been the perfect shapes there. So we got one, two, three, four, about four there. Pretty interesting. A lot of stuff up there on Mars, a lot of stuff, especially these new pictures coming back. So Carol found a good one here. Either way, these things are gorgeous, just taking a look at them. I do like the color ones a little bit better, but you know, the color ones have been harder to get. They're getting to be really choppy and really blurry as they keep coming down. Let me see what we've got here, see if we can't step backwards just a tad, because I don't remember this picture being so bright. Step backwards, there we are. Back to how dark it was. And look at the difference between how they send it and what happens when you push it up a little bit. And these do seem to look like some old statues or something. Look at this, it's got a round base to it. Let me just kind of zoom it in a little bit. See the round base to this one right here and how it goes up and just kind of connected to all this. It just looks like it's all been kind of entwined and whatever happened. You know, this is still the Gale crater, so this was supposedly had been under a lot of water at some time. Check this here, bam. That's the one block that's got the edge on it. Just briefly look through the rest of it. This is just how the that little cliff edge right there just looks too cool. And look here, see how, here, watch this. They almost look like they've got the same, try this. Alright. Alright, here we go. You've got this rounded off piece right here and it goes to another circle. Same thing here, how it's kind of rounded off. I just thought that was interesting because they're kind of far apart from each other, you know. If you look back, and this is we don't actually know the scale of these. It's one thing that I can't stand that they don't give a scale, unless it's a very famous one. Or sometimes when they do the PIA pictures, they put them in like the picture of the day. They give you the scale, but most of the time they don't. You don't get scale with it. So anyway, as we kind of look through here, I think that's about it for what I've seen. What do you guys think? What do you want me to let Carol know? You guys, she gets on here. She sends me stuff. She's been looking at this picture. She also thinks it looks like some buildings back here in the background. And it does kind of look like some random shapes. It looks like the symmetry in a lot of this stuff back here. You really can't see. Um, Let me go back, step it backward. This is how it came. And up here on the up here on the base of the mountain, tell me that doesn't look like something just kind of rolling up there, like a little bit of a road kind of coming around the corner. See that? But anyways, guys, much love to you. Oh, seeing more. That does kind of look like the little foundation or something. You got more of the symmetry. There's a perfect square, perfect rectangle, perfect square. I think it's more square than the rectangle, but and what we got here? I didn't check these out. Every time we look, there's more and more to see. More and more to see. Let me just adjust this one more time. Bring it up. See if we can't take a look at it. And we'll look. Oh, hope that was bright enough for you. All right, there's that. I don't want to offset that much. Let's see what happens now. See how contrast it is there. What do we got? Where'd you go, Mr. Statue? That gives it a little bit more. It does kind of look like it's got the perfect symmetry in this thing. This looks like a block here with perfect symmetry right next to it I missed. And it even looks like it's cut out with a very rounded circle there. Look at that, that's pretty cool. It looks like a block that was made to fit somewhere. So anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Let Carol know what you think. It's What's Up in the Sky 37. Much love to you guys. Hopefully you're having a great week. It's Thursday. Friday's almost here. Peace.